Hello, dear listeners, and welcome back to Book Summary 5, the 5-Minute Summary channel. I'm Sammy, your host, and today we're diving into Guns, Germs, and Steel, The Fates of Human Societies by Jared Diamond. This groundbreaking book explores the complex factors that shape the development of human civilizations over thousands of years, examining why some societies advanced technologically and politically, while others remained less developed. Let's break down the key ideas and themes so you'll feel like you've read it cover to cover. In Guns, Germs, and Steel, Diamond sets out to answer a fundamental question. Why did certain societies dominate others? Specifically, why did Europeans, and not the peoples of other continents, conquer much of the world over the past 500 years? Diamond argues that the answer has nothing to do with inherent differences in intelligence or capability among people from different parts of the world. Instead, he points to the geographical and environmental factors that gave some societies distinct advantages over others. The book's title refers to the three major forces, guns, germs, and steel, that enabled certain societies to dominate others. But behind these forces lie deeper factors related to geography, agriculture, and technology. Let's begin with the role of geography. Diamond explains that societies that developed in regions with fertile land, like the Fertile Crescent in the Middle East, had a significant head start. Agriculture began in these areas because they had access to a variety of domesticable plants and animals. This agricultural surplus allowed these societies to grow larger populations, form complex political structures, and develop new technologies. In contrast, societies in regions with less fertile land, fewer resources, or a more challenging climate were at a disadvantage from the start. Food production, the ability to farm crops and domesticate animals, was a critical turning point in human history. Societies that could cultivate food more efficiently had the time and resources to innovate. For instance, agriculture allowed people to settle in one place, leading to the development of cities and specialization of labor. As a result, certain societies advanced more quickly in areas like technology and governance. Another key factor in Diamond's theory is the role of germs. The domestication of animals not only provided societies with food, but also exposed them to germs that originated from animals. Over time, people in these societies developed immunity to diseases like smallpox, measles, and the plague. When European explorers and conquerors made contact with societies in the Americas and elsewhere, they brought these germs with them, leading to devastating epidemics among populations that had no immunity to these diseases. This was one of the key reasons why European colonists were able to conquer vast territories with relative ease. Disease wiped out large portions of indigenous populations before conflict even began. Technology, particularly the development of weapons, played a decisive role in conquest as well. Societies with access to better materials like iron and steel could create superior weapons and tools, allowing them to dominate those with less advanced technology. Guns and steel weapons, for example, gave European soldiers a significant advantage in battle over indigenous groups armed with more primitive weapons. The development of writing, transportation, and other technologies also contributed to the success of societies with access to these innovations. Throughout the book, Diamond emphasizes that these advantages were largely due to geographic luck rather than cultural or racial superiority. Europe, for example, had a favorable environment for the development of agriculture, which in turn supported larger populations, centralized governments, and technological innovation. Societies in other parts of the world, such as Africa and the Americas, faced geographic and environmental barriers that slowed their development in comparison. One of the central takeaways from Guns, Germs, and Steel is that history was shaped by environmental and geographical factors more than by individual or cultural differences. Diamond provides a sweeping explanation for the broad patterns of human history, connecting the dots between agriculture, disease, technology, and the rise of civilizations. His thesis challenges the idea that certain societies were destined to dominate based on any inherent superiority, and instead offers a deeply researched account of how geography and environment shaped the fate of nations. In summary, Guns, Germs, and Steel by Jared Diamond offers a compelling explanation for the development of human societies, emphasizing that the success of certain civilizations was largely the result of geographic luck. By examining the impact of agriculture, germs, and technology on the course of history, Diamond provides a framework for understanding why some societies rose to global dominance, while others remained less developed. It's a fascinating look at the forces that have shaped our world, and an important reminder of the role that geography and environment play in human progress. Thank you for tuning in to Book Summary 5. If you enjoyed this summary, please subscribe, like, and share it with your friends. Until next time, happy reading.